Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a nice, cool morning, and just came out to put some feed in the bird feeders. A lot of bird activity this morning, so these guys some chow. They need the help in the winter months, as you know, so try to keep them fed. And lots and lots of bird activity this morning. Oh, put some chow out here for these guys. Keep several feeders out here. And of course the squirrels eat a lot of it, but that's okay too. Feed the squirrels. Looks like it's going to shape up into a nice day though. I think upper 50s, low 60s. So that's okay. Lucy's out. We had our bagel this morning. We're working on some coffee. Lucy's checking things out. My messy pool, which is still freezing cold and has a bunch of leaves in it. That's one of this weekend's projects, but pretty sunrise coming up this morning. So I love this time of day. It's really peaceful. See if my ducks are out here. I don't see them this morning. We have a group of mallard ducks that are here every year. We have some that stay year round and they love the pool. They end up, well, they were out here swimming in my pool yesterday. I'm guessing the pool water's warmer than the water in the lagoon out there. So yeah, so anyway, let's take it back inside and look at some model stuff. Give you guys some progress on what's going on. Wow, big fingerprint. Sorry about that, a big old fingerprint on the lens. Take a look at what's going on with the Black Beauty, so let's go do that. Okay, so hate to do model cars and coffee early on you guys, but that's about where I'm at this morning. So show you what's going on. So first thing, as you can see, my headlights are now cemented in. I've also taken the wiring and cemented it up under the hood area. Same with the rear end. I've glued that, put some adhesive, pulled my wires in, put some there in the middle of the trunk using that black silicone. And the same with my wiring in the chassis. I have taken and run the headlight wires actually in these little channels where the exhaust is, so that worked out really good. And put some cement here in the back, and here I've cemented my board into the trunk area here. These are the wires that are going to go up to the interior. This is the headlight wires, so you can kind of see where this is going. So, and everything is working. So let me plug that up real quick and show you what we've got so far. Lighting looks good. One thing I didn't think of, which I should have, which was stupid, is once I put the wall wart, plug this in, it's too tall for the car to sit on the ground. So when it's operational, it's going to have to sit on a display base when it's lit up, because otherwise it just, you know, this is going to jack up the rear end. So didn't really think of that because I haven't done any cars like this in a long time, but you know, that is what it is. So all right, so my lights are good, and you can see those tail lights in the trunk. Worked out really well. And of course my headlights, all good. So this is where we get to the point we're starting to get a little tougher as far as putting this all together. This goes back to the old stuffing 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Okay, so and this isn't that bad because it doesn't have that many wires. It looks a lot worse than it is, and it actually should go together pretty well. This is my interior pan. I have reamed out a hole in there so the interior LEDs can easily pass right up. Those are going to go inside the seats to light up that area. with all the little consoles in the back seat panel. So what I've done with that, I just did a little details around there with the chrome pen. No big deal, just went around the buttons and stuff. This panel here is actually incorrect to what was in the real car, but you know, it is what it is, so I got to go with it. So what I did, since we're going to be backlighting this, I took some yellow sheet acetate and I've glued that on the back side of that. The yellow kind of brightens things up so that when we put the LED lighting behind there, it just really kind of makes it glow better than just doing it clear. Green does not transfer light very well, the green acetate, so I went with the yellow, so that's gonna light up pretty well. So we've got 2 LEDs that are going to go up in there. This is actually going to be one of the last panels I put in. Here's the seat itself, and I took some of the super chrome bare metal foil. I've lined the inside of that so it'll work like a reflector. So when this goes on eventually and the lighting goes in, that works like a reflector to help send the light through, you know, to my little panels and little screens there, so it helps light those up. So, but this will actually have to be one of the last panels to go on because I'm going to need to install this part of the seat into the interior tub and actually get the interior tub set up into the body and then put that together. So that's how that's going to go. I've done the same thing with the dashboard. I have this one panel, which you can see where I did the same exact thing. Put the yellow acetate on the back side and same thing. It's going to pick up that green LED and just kind of make that pop. Just did a little mild detailing. I think there's decals that go on this dashboard, so of course I want to get that done before installing this. And everything else is painted. All the little, you know, other interior components, all these little panels, this is all ready to start installing in the seats and in these console areas. So it's going to probably start to come together fairly quickly now. So that's where this is at. You can see part of that big wedge truck sitting back here. That's all ready to get some primer today. I've already primered the cab and everything, but today I'm going to probably get some primer on the motor and the big fuel tanks, which I had to do a lot of sanding and seaming on. May still have to go back over those with some putty because they were pretty bad fit. So that's all coming together. So yeah, that's what's that's what's going on right now. What else am I working on? That's pretty much it. I've been really just kind of focusing on this thing, getting this done, so I can get everything out to Mike at the intake. Oh, I got put the windows in too. Dog hair stuck to it. That's what happens with Lucy. Oh, and I got Cato's little green Hornet Vision screen, whatever he called it. That's in there. So I'll tell you, this back window just literally drops into that panel. There's almost no room to put any adhesive. That was not easy. I used my canopy glue on that because it dries really, really clear. That's this one, the Model Master. Clear Parts Cement and Window Maker. Window Maker. I don't know how you'd make a window out of a liquid blob. Anyway, so that's what I used to put that in, and then I used the B6000 to glue in Cato's screen there. Yeah, so this, I keep a whole, this is all colored sheet acetates. I got this last batch off of eBay, and dopey me, when I got it, I was like, oh man, this stuff is, it's not completely transparent, it's milky looking, and I wasn't real happy with it. So actually, and I've had this probably a year, didn't figure out till last night because I was using tape to hold it into these panels, and when I peeled the tape off, it had clear protective film on both sides of it. Who knew? So once I took that off, life was good. It wasn't hazy. It was actually just being protective of the film. So it was a really bonehead move on my part. And then, of course, this is the ultra bright bare metal foil. I know most of you guys probably have this stuff. So I still like using this. The chrome pens are great, but on larger areas, I still use a lot of, excuse me, good Lord, still use a lot of bare metal, and I keep an assortment of it, but I like the aluminum finish. There's a black chrome I like. I use the gold a little bit here and there, but all things you need when you're doing this. Okay, so anyway, that's where we're at on Black Beauty, and if I do anything else this weekend, I will give you another update tomorrow. But I think this is going to really kind of start to come together. I think probably over this weekend, I should get the interior put together, and because that's all there's just not much to this kit. This is definitely a low parts count kit, but it's still cool. It'll make a nice display piece. I already got the idea for my display base too, and of course I'll have to have it elevated a little bit, but my buddy Mike Lippeth, a few years ago, he made me this huge Green Hornet decal. It's really awesome with the Hornet logo and the spinnery looking background. So I'm going to take, I'll cut a base out of some of my probably fluorescent acetate. I'll probably use that fluorescent yellow again that I've used on some of my other models, and put that Green Hornet sticker in there, and then I'll make some supports to go on that to put under the car to keep it up off the ground, so when it's illuminated it'll support it, and otherwise if it's unplugged you can just sit it normally on the ground. But I think that's going to look cool. So anyway, okay, all right guys, I'll touch base with you again soon. Have a great weekend. If I don't talk to you again, I will see you sometime during the week. We're going to start wrapping this thing up because it's time to get it done and move on, and get these other wiring harnesses shipped out to Mike over at the intake. If you guys haven't subscribed to Mike, go over there and take a look. I'll put a hashtag up for him. Mike's got such a good channel, such a nice guy, easy going, consistently just cool builds. He does some really good stuff. So go over there and subscribe, give him some thumbs up, and he's not quite at 1,000 subscribers yet. He's close, but I'd like to see him get pushed over the 1,000 mark because he definitely deserves it. Just such a nice guy, and good builder. So I think you'd enjoy his work. So go check him out. And I have to pass this on too. I watched a really good interview yesterday. I follow. Let's see, up here. I don't know about you guys. I like, of course, I love Tim Allen. I followed him for years, and I love Mike Rowe. So yesterday I got the best of both worlds. Had an interview. Mike Rowe interviewed Tim Allen. It's 2 hours, over 2 hours long. So it took me all day to watch it at my office because I was just kind of watching it in between taking care of customers coming into the office and doing lab work, making glasses. But it was pretty enjoyable. Got a little deep at the beginning, so philosophically and talking about a lot of things, some really deep stuff, a lot deeper than I ever thought Tim Allen was. But then it got a little lighter that last hour, and it was good. You guys would enjoy it. And like I say, I enjoy both of those guys. Mike's got a YouTube channel called I think that's the way I heard it. I think that's what it is. And of course I've followed him all the way back to Dirty Jobs, and he's done some other YouTube channels, and generally helping people, which I like. He does a lot for the community. He does a lot. He's from Detroit. He's done a lot with creating a foundation to help people learn trades. And that's one thing him and Tim Allen are both about, is putting shop class back in school, putting auto class back in school, because not everybody's college material. My son's like that. He's so good mechanically and hands-on, but he's just not a book person, you know. And a lot of people are like that. So, and I like that. I just bored to death when I was in school. Of course, I just wanted to do artwork. I just wanted to draw and make stuff when I was in school. So yeah, so check him out, and check out Mike Rowe's channel is really good. I think you'd enjoy it. So he has a lot of interesting characters on there. So, all right, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy your day. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys that have subscribed, and please, if you will, give it a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. And if you don't, comment. Let me know if you're bored. I'm trying to keep this interesting, keeping it mixed up and not too lengthy where you guys are falling asleep. I think the average view time on just about anything out there on YouTube is 3 to 7 minutes. So I'm running into 13 minutes right now. So you guys are probably, half of you are already asleep on the countertop. But let me know what I can do to make the channel better. So or what you like seeing. Most of my videos when I'm either painting or actually doing something like this building seem to get a lot more views. So if that's what you like, let me know and I'll push it more towards that. But I kind of like mixing things up like I did with the books the other day, and just, so it's not just the same old stagnant stuff all the time. So I'll keep trying to do that. But anyway, all right, I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming by.